If you're a lover girl at heart, you know exactly what I mean when I say sometimes it feels like there's a part of you that just wants to love. So whenever you feel close to someone, something in you activates and now you want to show up for them, you want to be there for them, you want to spend time with them, you want to support them. And it's not like it's calculated. It feels like it's just who you are. For the longest time, that was also me. And I didn't think there was anything wrong with that, because how could it be wrong to love people deeply and to care for people and to want to make them feel appreciated? Until over time, I started to realize that I kept finding myself in a place where I felt hurt and unappreciated in the relationships that I was in, whether that was romantic relationships, friendships, family, everything really. So I started thinking maybe people are just not capable of loving me in the way that I love them. Or maybe I keep picking the wrong people, or maybe I just need to love people a little bit more and then they'll finally see me. But whatever reasonings or conclusions I try to come up with, it didn't change the fact that this lover girl part within me kept getting me hurt again and again and again. So today, let's break down why us lover girls get hurt the most, why people won't appreciate your love if you offer it to them too quickly and too easily, and most importantly, how to break this cycle and finally start protecting your heart better if you are a lover girl. As always, if you enjoy my content, feel free to support it in some way, such as liking, commenting, or subscribing. Your support is so appreciated. And also, you can download my free 12-minute anxiety release guided meditation in the link below. So what does it really mean to be a lover girl? I would say it's when you are emotionally generous and when love comes naturally to you, whether it's you loving your partner, loving your family, loving your friends, even loving your pet, doesn't matter who it is. It's almost as if there is this part of you that just intuitively knows how to love. And even more than that, you want to love. It makes you feel alive to love, and you also love the feeling of being loved. Now, before we talk about all the ways in which this mindset is making you miserable, I do want to take a second to acknowledge and to mention that being a lover girl in a world where so many people are so emotionally closed off also gives you a big advantage in life. Because if you think about it, so much of life is about love. Beyond those superficial things that all of us are chasing, so much of what we really want comes down to connection. It comes down to wanting to love and wanting to be loved. And as a lover girl, you innately already know that. You don't have to go on some crazy journey and come back and realize, wait, love is what this is all really about. You already know that, which will save you a lot of time to not have to go on that journey in the first place. But, and this is also the part that took me a long time to admit to myself, if you are a lover girl and you keep finding yourself in situations where you are doing all the appreciating, but you don't feel appreciated at all in the relationships in your life, there comes a point where you will have to admit to yourself that not all of this instinct of yours to love so deeply comes from a healed or from a pure place. There is also a big part of it that is coming from your wounds. Otherwise, it wouldn't be bringing you into these painful situations. And until you unpack that, being a lover girl is going to keep breaking your own heart. If even just any part of what I just said resonates with you, I want you to ask yourself some questions and be really honest when you ask yourself these questions. What if your ability to love others so deeply and so well doesn't actually come from a desire to love, but because you think maybe, just maybe, if they see how good your love is, they won't leave. What if you give so well, so fast, so easily because it's you trying to control the outcome of a situation? What if you are not just showing up because you know how to show up, but because you are trying to make yourself essential in someone's life, hoping that they will need you enough to not walk away and to not leave you? And that is reason number one why us lover girls get hurt the most. It's when we love as a way to be chosen. We love as a way to prove our worth. We love hoping that if we can just care enough and show up enough and give enough, they won't leave. But any love that is rooted in fear, even if it looks beautiful on the outside, will always lead to pain. Now, if you are a lover girl at heart, something that you probably also know how to do really well, maybe even too well, is how to make love feel effortless. There is some part of you that when you really love someone, you know exactly what to say, when to say it to make someone feel appreciated. You know just how to listen to the person to make them feel safe. You know just when they need space, even though they don't even say anything. You know what gift to give someone to make them feel appreciated and loved. There's just some part of you that knows how to make love feel and seem effortless. And it's not even coming from a manipulative space. It's just who you are. It's just how you love. But here's another hard truth you will have to swallow eventually. You being able to make love feel effortless and easy doesn't mean other people are going to appreciate it, because ease is not always rewarded or appreciated. And it's not because other people are bad or selfish or ungrateful. It's just human nature. It's how human psychology works. When we are handed something without any effort from our side, we tend to devalue it. Even if we're not doing it consciously, it happens either way. And the thing is, you would do the same. Imagine you are walking on a street and someone just hands you a beautiful diamond. No explanation, no effort required on your side. You are just given this beautiful diamond. Even though you know how valuable it is, something about how easily it was given to you makes you treat it a little differently. And you would never protect it and appreciate it in the same way that you would have if you would have saved up months and years of your own money to then buy it yourself. And that's the thing about ease. You are sitting there waiting and hoping for this moment where people will finally look at this effortless love that you are giving them, and they will think, wow, I am so lucky to be loved like this. I will appreciate and love back in return. But what if that moment never comes? Because that's not how things really work. Something feeling easy doesn't always lead to appreciation. When your love feels so effortless and easy to people, they don't know how to value it and appreciate it, because they will start thinking, well, this is just normal. This is just who she is, and I can continue to have access to this loving, amazing part of her, regardless of whether or not I love in return. And it's not because what you are giving is not valuable. It's just because people never had to actually earn to get access to that part of you. And that is another reason why us lover girls, until we break out of this mindset, keep ending up in situations where we get hurt. So what's the solution then? Is it to kill that part of us that loves deeply? Is it to shut down and never get close to anyone again? Is it to convince ourselves that we don't care? For myself, it was never any of those things. To break out of the toxic part of this mindset, I really just had to realize and understand one thing: you are worthy of reciprocal love. That's what this is really all about. So to clarify how I actually started to implement this in my own life, let's go over some specific examples. So let's say, for example, you are meeting up with a really good friend of yours, and this is a friend who has shown up for you in the same way that you have shown up for them. They have been there for you through everything. And in that moment, when you're meeting them, you just feel so excited and grateful to be with them. So you are being present, you are asking all these questions, you are being encouraging, you're being curious, you're listening. And that friend is also matching your energy. They are just as excited to hear about your life as you are to hear about theirs. Those are the moments where being a lover girl is such an advantage in life, because you get to experience these deep and strong moments. And in that moment, that love is not an issue, because the love is reciprocal, and the love is also not a performance. You are not trying to control anything or get anything through this love. It is just you experiencing the love. And those are the moments that we lose when we convince ourselves that we need to become cold in order not to get hurt again. Or another example, let's say you are home by yourself and you are doing something that you really love. You are being creative, or you're reading your favorite book, or you're decorating your space. If you're a lover girl, in that moment, you are also going to feel so much love and appreciation for yourself and for creativity and for whatever you are experiencing. And again, in those moments, you want to feel that love, because in those moments, being a lover girl is amazing, because you get to experience this deep gratitude. And again, it's not an issue here, because this love is reciprocal, even if it's just reciprocal between you and you. And also, the love is not a performance. You're not trying to achieve anything with that love. You are simply experiencing it. And what a gift to experience that. Now, let's go over some moments where you might feel the instinct to love deeply, but I want you to stop loving deeply in those moments. For example, let's say you are on a first date and the date is going okay. He's not really asking a lot of questions. He's not really being very present. You're carrying the entire conversation, but suddenly you can feel this part of yourself active. You become super present. You become super funny, asking a lot of questions. You're being curious. You're being kind. You're being loving. And you think, well, this is just me. I just know how to be so present and I'm such a good lover girl. When in reality, that is not love. It's a performance. And also, that moment is not reciprocal at all. Or let's say you have another friend and that friend is not really being very present with you anymore. They don't check in with you a lot. They're not really being available. And you can feel that distance. So you start doing the opposite. You become even more loving, even more thoughtful, even more available, even more present. And you're thinking, oh, this is just me appreciating this friend and loving this friend who I miss, when really that is not love. That is a performance, because you are trying to get them to remember your value by loving them, when really also that love is not reciprocal at all. So really, as a lover girl, you're not supposed to love less in order to not get hurt. You're simply supposed to love smarter. Pour energy into the places and the people and the opportunities that are also pouring energy back into you, whether that is a person, a passion, a dream, or even simply your own self. Because real love, the kind of love that actually sustains you, is not one way. It's not a performance. It is mutual exchange. It is presence meeting presence. It is effort meeting effort. It's vulnerability meeting vulnerability.